bitches out here because they were fucking. Okay, this is. Let me put.
Alex is grabbing his hip right now.
That's not his hip.
This shit is worn out.
So here's the thing. When we talk about attractive women, right? So it's like this is something just to put in perspective the attractiveness of the women in Russia. Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, they're not all what you might think of right now as just blonde-haired, blue-eyed Russian women.
That's not what I thought.
Okay, good. So Russia is actually very diverse. Yeah. It's just diverse with their shit. We have this idea of diversity that is black and white, and then the things that happen in between when you mix black and white. Okay. Right? So you have black, you have white, and then you have like Latin Americans, and then there's a little Native American in there. And then you could sprinkle a few Asians, but you're not really in like the cultural idea as much. You're like sprinkles, if you will. Yeah. Right? There's flavors of ice cream, and then there are sprinkles. Right. Indians, Asians, these types of things. Okay. So Russia is such a massive like geographical space that like the whole right side of it, they all look Chinese.
That's what I thought, yeah.
You're right, 100%. Because it's Asia. Yeah. They're all fucking Korean looking.
Okay.
Right? And then you have they are the Muslim version. A lot of the Asian looking ones are Muslim. And then you have like the Muslim guys where they look kind of Muslim, but they're like white Muslim.
What's a white Muslim look like?
Disgusting.
So these are the people where like
on two levels.
So these are the people where it's like Khabib.
Okay.
The way I describe it is like, you know, like you get like a new a sneaker, like a new Air Force One, and then you wear it for like a month. That's them. It's like they're white. But like something has happened. You know what I mean? Like
it's got some character.
They've been worn in a bit. There's some creases. They've seen some action. Literally. You know what I mean? Like a lot of prayer. So they're those white guys, right? And they're from like Azerbaijan, like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, like all these types of people, and they're all like kind of like mixed. There's like the Chechen component, right? Okay. And these people are like from the Caucasus Mountains, right? They call them Caucasians. Mm-hmm. They also call them black.
Okay.
So their Caucasians are black.
So they have, all right.
You just call non-white people black there, basically.
Okay.
So, but how hilarious is it that their Caucasians are also called black, but they're only called Caucasians because they're from the Caucasus Mountains. The fact that we call
So it's like calling Steve Nash African.
Yes.
Okay.
Because he's from South Africa. Yes, but those are the people that are actually from the Caucasus Mountain region.
Got it. Okay.
Right? So it's kind of weird why we even call Caucasians in America.
There was 3 races apparently. There was Caucasoid,
Mongoloid, Negroid.
Yeah.
You didn't want to say it. You can say
it's
Negroid.
Okay. I said,
dude. Negroid is the final boss in Metroid. You got to play that video game as a kid. So basically, so Caucasian we misuse. We should just use Caucasoid, but it's Caucasian. Okay, so within that, there's all this diversity. You'll see like Chinese looking chicks that are 100% like Russian, act Russian, like just are.
Right.
And all these different people. So it is diverse, just not in our sensibility of diversity. But when we were walking around Moscow, and I can't speak for outside the big city, but I felt like I was seeing a lot of different types of people, just their types.
Yeah.
We only saw 20 black people the whole time. Okay. We counted. Yeah. We had a bet going.
What was
Alex won the bet.
I won. Well, you were in like the main city of you were in Moscow.
Yeah, Moscow's
right?
main city. 12 million people. So we saw 20, and about 5 of them were at the airport leaving. So I almost won. I was 25. Alex said 20. Mark said 15.
Okay.
And Mark kind of won because it was just an aggregate of all the blacks at the airport.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
a lot of them could have been laying over.
Possible.
Yeah.
Possible. Doubtful. Where would they go? That you're laying over in Moscow. Like, if a black person is in Russia, it's Moscow. Guaranteed. He's not checking out Siberia for the heights. You know what I mean?
So I was on my way to Antarctica.
So we're there, and in the airport, just to put a perspective on how beautiful the women are, right? In the airport, we're leaving, and we see this digital ad with Margot Robbie. You're familiar with the actress Margot Robbie.
Baddest white bitch in the game.
Right, baddest white bitch in the game. Mm-hmm. We're looking at this ad of Margot Robbie, and I stop and I look at the ad, and I'm not bullshitting you when I say this. It looked like they made a mistake. After being in Russia for 4 days, we were looking at Margot Robbie like, why would they put a 5 in an advertisement for a major fashion brand? She looked, and this is Margot Robbie, who I've watched The Wolf of Wall Street. I've watched her in, and I was like, ain't nobody better than Margot Robbie.
Facts.
Yeah,
First time I saw a movie, I'm like, this is the baddest white woman out.
She's a dime, right? In my whole life, I thought she's 100% dime. And I'm telling you, the distortion that you experience when you're in Russia.
Oh, that's crazy.
The distortion that you experience is when we looked at that
all
ad.
three of you
What
felt
did I
this
say
way.
to you? What did I say to you when I bumped you? What did I say to you?
You said that exact thing, and immediately I agreed. Like it blew my mind, and it's like now I think I'm fucked up.
Son,
It will come back. It will come back.
It
It will. It's like spicy food. It's like you're in Mexico City for 3 weeks.
get
You're like,
that.
I can eat spicy. Then you go off of it for a
yeah,
while,
yeah.
and then you can barely have Cholula. Like it's just part of it, right? But the thing is this: you have when you say see bad bitches, like when I mean bad bitches, I mean like we have beautiful women in New York, and sometimes you'll see one of these beautiful models and that kind of stuff like
yeah,
that,
New
right?
York has got beautiful women.
Beautiful, stunning, beautiful women, right? But it's rare you see them as if they were like literally taken from the Instagram page.
Okay.
Does that, you know what I mean by that? Like
Yeah.
you'll see bitches there.
They got the filters on,
Son,
walking around.
Yes.
Walking around
Yes, that's
with
it.
the filter. I'm surprised we didn't see no fucking bunny ears on these bitches, bro. I'm talking
That
about
is exactly what it
lipstick,
is.
everything
Yeah.
done. And it was literally as if somebody put their fingers into an Instagram photo and pulled them out and then just placed them on the streets.
It was like
in
the
Russia.
first time I went to DR. Like the first time I went to DR, and I
Yeah.
felt like in the city, every woman looked like a video girl.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But so like Margot Robbie's kind of like the baseline of hotness in Russia, or was it just like
Regular.
Son,
She was just
she's
she'd
like
be-
a 5 or 6.
No.
Russia.
Let me clarify. Look, let me clarify. Now,
No, compared.
I know what you're saying, and I agree with you. Like
Jeez.
we are not saying Margot Robbie's a 5 or 6. As a fucking stunningly beautiful woman.
Yeah.
What she is common in Russia.
Got it.
It is not uncommon. Like to put in perspective the attractiveness. You'd see hot chicks like that you shouldn't see walking around the street just walking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
makes sense.
like it's just random. Like you go to One Oak or you go to one of these clubs and you're gonna find a few of these
'Cause they're supposed to be there.
Because they're supposed to be there because they paid to be there. I'm talking about just going to get lemonades.
Yeah.
Like it was whatever. So stunning. And we're not talking about just blonde hair, blue eyes, right? We're talking about jet black hair, piercing blue eyes like a husky. Like odd. Like if someone could turn Elvis into a bad bitch.
What?
Yes.
What?
I don't know why your brain went there, but all right.
I don't know. It's the only thing I could think about black hair and blue eyes, right? It was, but then like a little Asian-y looking, right? Arabic looking a little like, son, the shit was real.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
And all of them done up. All of them done up. Ain't no fucking lazy like American
They
shit
don't even
where like
leave the house without
you know where the
looking fire.
girls in America are like bad, so they do this thing where like I'm gonna shave half my head and show you that I'm not all about my body.
If you're
or,
walking
like,
around in Hollywood,
I'm
and
more
you see, like,
important.
Stupid ass hoes.
Stupid ass
Fuck
shit.
outta
Like,
here.
like you know this where they like embrace like the ugly thing as a way to like push back against society's objectification.
You know, like Zendaya.
Yeah.
Zendaya like purposely uglies herself and shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, but
Grow up, bitch.
if she puts herself together, she's a baddie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that
Same thing with the girl
none
from
of them
like
do that.
Blackish. I think she does that too. Grows her unibrow and shit.
what's her
None of
name?
that Frida Kahlo ass shit where you like try to make yourself ugly to make a statement.
Yeah.
These bitches are out here trying to get married,
Stunners.
trying to get made.
Stop
Okay.
appropriating ugly bitch culture.
Yes.
But you know how mad
here.
I'd be if I was an ugly bitch. You ain't paying for all your drinks, so you like me, bitch.
Son, they out there. They are out there, bro.
Oh my gosh.
So you out there, finest of the fine. Okay. Just wild experience. Like Sweden, you see some. I didn't think it could be better than Sweden. I haven't been to Brazil, but I didn't think there could be like a white chick place that was better than Sweden. But I found it.
Wow.
Elite white women in Sweden and Russia. I could see that.
Yeah, and it's more elite in Russia. It just is. And the reason it is,
Not even Australia?
More
I thought
diverse?
Australia had bad white chicks. No?
it's. You ever look at like Russian like chicks and you're like, why are their fucking cheekbones so high? Like white girls usually ain't built like that with these high ass cheekbones. Well, I'll tell you why. Who has high cheekbones? Asians.
Yeah.
They in there. They in there on the low.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they they
different
took
type
the
of
best
Asia.
versions of both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like put them together. Now you see some weird looking motherfucker, bro. We saw
Sometimes
seen-
the mix doesn't really.
I seen this Asian bitch built like a blowfish, bro. This girl, it looked
Joe
like
Kim.
she was taking a deep ass breath, bro. She was like this. Her stomach was out crazy. Remember that one girl, son? On low key, you know how like sometimes you see Asians waddle when they walk.
Yeah.
It looked like they gave birth to her. Because this girl's head was so fucking big. The ability to get it out of there is going to fuck you up for the rest of your life, bro. It was insane. I'm wrong?
No.
It's a couple
No,
Joe
it's
Kim
actually
Noah
perfect.
mixes.
Son, not every single one
Oh man.
is gonna be perfect. But
Feel like Magikarp. That was a
Son.
Pokemon joke.
the what?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.